What if everything you've ever been taught about success was fundamentally flawed? What if real greatness isn't about shouting your ambitions to the world, but quietly proving them through relentless action? Consider this. Scientific research reveals that publicly declaring your goals can reduce your likelihood of achieving them by nearly 40%. Why? Because when you speak of your dreams prematurely, your mind confuses applause for genuine achievement, fooling you into thinking the battle has already been won. The applause feels good, so good that your motivation quietly slips away unnoticed. Now imagine yourself at dawn, completely alone, quietly committed to your purpose. No audience, no applause, just you, your vision, and the silent promise of something extraordinary. Can you embrace the stillness, or does the lack of instant validation unsettle you? Benjamin Franklin once wisely said, "Well done is better than well said." These words aren't merely advice. They are a powerful call to action, urging you to choose silence over noise, quiet discipline over loud declarations. Ask yourself honestly, how often have you spoken boldly about a goal only to see it quietly slip away, unfulfilled and forgotten? What would happen if you chose to hold those ambitions close instead, nurturing them silently, guarding them fiercely, quietly building until they became unstoppable? Wouldn't the satisfaction of surprising the world with your quiet success be infinitely sweeter than momentary applause? The truth is simple yet profound. Great victories never start loudly. They begin in silence, patiently, humbly, invisibly, until the results speak louder than any words ever could. So today you have a choice. Will you chase applause or achievement? Will you seek instant validation, or will you quietly commit to working diligently in the shadows? Remember, the greatest success stories are born without fanfare. They're born from the quiet discipline of those who work hard in silence and let their success become their noise. Imagine carefully planting a seed into fertile ground. You water it faithfully each day, silently nurturing your hope. Yet weeks pass, then months, and still nothing. No sprout, no sign, just silent, stubborn emptiness. How long would you keep believing? A month? A year? 5 years? Would your quiet faith endure? Or would doubt start whispering that your efforts were wasted? This is precisely the extraordinary journey of the Chinese bamboo tree. For 5 long, silent years, the farmer tirelessly nurtures the seed, quietly trusting that something is growing beneath the surface, though the ground remains barren. No progress, no applause, just quiet dedication day after day. Yet beneath the surface, invisible roots are spreading powerfully, silently preparing to support an astonishing transformation. Then suddenly, after 5 years of silent patience, the bamboo erupts from the earth, growing 90 feet in just 6 short weeks. Think deeply about this. How many dreams have you abandoned quietly, simply because results weren't instantly visible? Like the bamboo farmer, your invisible efforts today are quietly shaping your future, even if you can't yet see them. Yet the quiet struggle is hard, isn't it? Doubt creeps in silently, tempting you to share your plans, seeking reassurance or validation. But what if that validation costs you your dream? Remember the 40% of people whose motivation disappears the moment they speak their goals aloud. Can you silently trust your hidden growth? Will you persist quietly, diligently, even when nobody understands your efforts? Your journey mirrors the bamboo precisely. Every moment of silent discipline is secretly building your strength. Every unnoticed sacrifice quietly strengthens your foundations. So, hold tightly to your patience and your quiet faith. Because one day soon, all your silent efforts will culminate dramatically, stunning those who underestimated you. Remember vividly, success rarely arrives quickly or loudly. It's quietly cultivated, silently nurtured, patiently built. Trust in your invisible growth, protect your silent discipline, and remember clearly your powerful mantra: work hard in silence. Let your success be your noise. Have you ever felt deeply frustrated seeing others celebrate loudly, announcing grand plans and boasting proudly, while your own quiet efforts remained unnoticed and unappreciated? Have you wondered if remaining silent and disciplined was truly worth it? Or if maybe, just maybe, you should join the chorus and seek recognition now rather than later? The internal battle between craving immediate validation and trusting quiet discipline can feel overwhelming. But history proves a powerful truth. Real triumph rarely belongs to those who speak loudest. It belongs to those who persist silently, steadily, without applause. Consider Thomas Edison, famous today for illuminating our world, yet quietly misunderstood in his time. Edison toiled silently, attempting over 10,000 experiments to perfect a single invention. Imagine for a moment the quiet exhaustion, the hidden frustration after thousands of attempts failed, unnoticed by the world. Would you continue silently, unwaveringly, after even a fraction of such setbacks? Yet Edison persisted, declaring calmly, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His silent persistence finally led to extraordinary triumph, a triumph louder and clearer than any boast could ever have delivered. Here's a surprising fact. Psychologists discovered that resilient individuals, those who ultimately achieve greatness, experience setbacks as frequently as everyone else. The difference is simple yet profound. Resilient achievers quietly view failure not as defeat, but as a silent stepping stone toward success. How do you handle your own quiet setbacks? Do you let them silence your ambition, or do you silently learn from them, pushing forward relentlessly? Recall again the ancient fable of the tortoise and the hare. Who do you secretly relate to? The loud, boastful hare who craves immediate praise, or the silent, persistent tortoise steadily making progress? In the end, quiet persistence conquered loud arrogance. And so it remains true today. Your quiet, disciplined effort will triumph far louder than any empty boast or premature celebration ever could. Work hard in silence. Let your success be your noise. Remember this clearly as you quietly build your dreams. Trust deeply in your silent discipline, knowing your patience is preparing you for a victory more satisfying, lasting, and powerful than any instant gratification. Your quiet efforts today become your triumphant legacy tomorrow, louder than words, clearer than boasts, undeniably victorious. Have you ever noticed how those who speak most loudly about their ambitions often achieve the least? Have you ever found yourself quietly irritated, silently questioning why people who haven't achieved anything significant seem to attract attention simply by making bold promises? The quiet temptation arises within you to join them, to speak louder, announce your plans, and gather easy validation. But pause deeply, just for a moment, and consider this clearly. Would you rather impress others briefly with your words, or amaze them permanently with your results? Frank Sinatra famously advised, "The best revenge is massive success." Notice carefully what Sinatra did not say. He didn't advise loud arguments, justifications, or boasting. Instead, he quietly championed results over rhetoric. Sinatra knew deeply that genuine achievement requires silence, humility, and disciplined action. Words are temporary, easily forgotten, often empty, but real results speak clearly, powerfully, permanently. Did you know that individuals who focus on quiet, disciplined action over public announcements consistently outperform those who prematurely share their ambitions? Social psychologists discovered that silent achievers demonstrate significantly higher resilience and persistence, precisely because they rely on internal validation rather than external applause. Reflect carefully on this. How often have your quiet efforts lasted longer and produced greater outcomes precisely because you did not seek immediate recognition? Your silent discipline quietly preserves your strength, sharpens your focus, and fortifies your determination. Every hour spent quietly improving your skills, every moment silently devoted to mastering your craft, becomes a powerful investment toward results that will speak louder than any promise ever could. Are you willing to trust this process deeply? Are you ready to quietly allow your results alone to speak on your behalf? Imagine vividly the moment when your success finally becomes undeniable, when those who doubted your quiet journey see clearly what you've silently built. The satisfaction you'll feel won't merely come from external validation. It will emerge powerfully from deep within, from knowing quietly and completely that your disciplined silence delivered results no words could ever match. Work hard in silence. Let your success be your noise. Never forget this mantra. Your quiet effort today becomes your undeniable statement tomorrow. Let others speak loudly of their intentions. Let your silence build strength, character, and unwavering commitment. Because one day soon, your silent results will resonate far louder and clearer than any words, promises, or boasts ever could. Have you ever quietly doubted whether your silent efforts truly mattered? Have there been moments hidden away from the world's view when your patience felt exhausted and your discipline seemed pointless? Deep within, an internal conflict quietly stirs between the urge to seek instant validation and the quiet resolve to trust in the unseen process. The silence can feel unbearable. Doubt quietly whispers, tempting you toward immediate applause and temporary comfort. But consider clearly, what if the struggle you're experiencing silently now is precisely what transforms you into who you're meant to become? Think of an iceberg, quietly floating through the ocean, powerful yet hidden beneath the surface. 90% of its true strength remains invisible, silently anchoring it against any storm. Like the iceberg, your greatest strength is quietly built in solitude, unnoticed and uncelebrated. Muhammad Ali once revealed the hidden truth of greatness when he said, "The fight is won or lost far away from witnesses, behind the lines, in the gym, and out there on the road, long before I dance under those lights." Ali understood vividly that his true strength wasn't forged beneath spotlights, but silently, invisibly, in disciplined solitude. How often have you questioned your silent sacrifices? Have you secretly wondered if your quiet effort was even noticed or appreciated? Yet psychologists confirm something remarkable. Individuals who cultivate discipline quietly and consistently outperform those who depend on external recognition. Silent effort builds internal resilience, quiet determination, and a powerful self-belief that external applause simply cannot provide. Will you trust deeply in your silent growth, knowing your quiet struggles today are silently forging your triumph tomorrow? Imagine vividly the moment your quiet strength finally emerges. Picture clearly the undeniable transformation that comes after silently enduring setbacks and privately overcoming challenges. Your quiet discipline today is silently shaping your future, turning doubt into determination, fear into courage, and hesitation into unstoppable confidence. Work hard in silence. Let your success be your noise. Trust completely the silent transformation you're undergoing. Because one day soon, the invisible strength you've quietly nurtured will erupt dramatically, proving powerfully to the world, and more importantly to yourself, that your silent struggle was always the source of your greatest triumph. Have you ever been quietly underestimated, dismissed, or doubted by those around you? Have you ever felt silently overlooked, quietly wondering if anyone truly sees your potential or values your ambitions? There's an internal conflict within each quiet underdog, a quiet battle between the desire for immediate recognition and the deeper resolve to prove doubters wrong through quiet, relentless action. Yet history repeatedly proves this powerful truth. The greatest triumphs belong to those once quietly underestimated. J.K. Rowling endured quiet rejection after rejection, silently writing in cafes, ignored and unseen by the world. Michael Jordan, cut from his high school basketball team, quietly practiced alone, silently determined to prove every doubter wrong. Each of these quiet achievers faced moments of silent doubt, privately questioning their path. But ultimately, each transformed that quiet doubt into unstoppable determination, quietly achieving success far louder than their critics ever imagined possible. Frank Sinatra famously advised, "The best revenge is massive success." Notice clearly what Sinatra did not suggest. He didn't advocate arguing, debating, or seeking validation from critics. Instead, he quietly championed discipline, silently urging others to let their results speak powerfully on their behalf. When faced with doubt or dismissal, will you quietly internalize their criticism, or quietly transform it into fuel for relentless progress? Consider deeply how many times silent doubt has quietly weakened your resolve, whispering that you weren't capable or deserving. Now vividly imagine transforming that quiet doubt into powerful determination. Picture yourself silently overcoming every obstacle, quietly proving every doubter wrong, not with loud arguments, but with quiet, undeniable results. Can you feel the silent pride you'll experience when your disciplined efforts finally shatter their silent disbelief? Remember clearly, your journey isn't merely about proving others wrong. It's equally about proving yourself right. The quiet pride, silent satisfaction, and deep self-respect that come from disciplined effort are infinitely more powerful than external applause. Every quiet victory strengthens your internal belief, silently preparing you for extraordinary achievement. Work hard in silence. Let your success be your noise. Embrace the underdog within you. Trust deeply in your quiet determination, silently refusing to surrender your ambition or compromise your dreams. One day soon, your quiet, disciplined effort will speak far louder and clearer than any boast, any promise, or any doubt ever could.